Hey everyone, just a little post-recording note here before the video. Apparently I'm still working out some kinks with OBS and getting my microphone volume right, even though everything's turned up all the way and the microphone's an inch from my mouth. So apologies if I get a little bit hard to hear in this video. I'll keep working to improve that through the next videos. Yeah, so y'all enjoy. Hello everyone and welcome to Railroader. Now, I know usually the first video you do in the series is this fresh start of a game. However, when I first started playing Railroader, back when it released, YouTube wasn't exactly on my mind, and I went and put a lot of work into a map that I don't want to start over at the moment. So we're just going to pick up um, where I've gotten to. We're currently up in Alarka. I'll just give you an overview of what we've got so far. We have the Alarka branch completed, obviously, since we're in Alarka. We don't have the extension to Almond. Um, so Alarka is as far west as we've gotten on the other end of the railroad somewhere. There we are. We do have Silva. Teleport over here. See what we got going on. Ah, yes. The good old paperboard. Lots of switching to do. Um, I did pick this up kind of in the middle of the day, but all I've done so far was pull the cars I received at interchange out. Spotted the paperboard and tannery cars there, and then set up the outbound trains out of Dillsboro. So let's get some trains rolling here. First off, go to Walker. You are all loaded, so let's get you set up to get down to Bryson. Um, these these pulpwood cars are just gonna be a spare set. I'm gonna run 99 oh hello 99% of my pulpwood out of Connolly Creek. Um, but knowing my tendency to bin things at the worst time possible, uh, we're gonna keep set up here. So when that happens, we just have to drag them out of Dillsboro Yard. These will these will sit down there on the storage tracks in Dillsboro, and when we need them, we'll pull out whatever's needed. We've got our little mogul here, a starter mogul. I do have mods. Um, Nothing, game changing. I mean, we've got the better tractive effort on this mogul. We've got, I have to think, better whistles, and a bunch of other random, um, just car additions um, that I've obtained from joining the Virtual Railroader Academy and the AM&W community nights. Casey is very big into using mods on her railroad to make things the way she wants it, which is absolutely no problem. Because every time I've joined that, I've picked up a few more mods for this, and it's a lot of work to keep track of what saves I'm running with and without them, so I just leave them all installed. Alright, you're all hooked up. Let's AI you back down to bottom of Walker here. How much water do you have? Oh, you got plenty. Alright, so that'll run down to there. Let's make sure I've loaded the passenger train. I have. Forward. It's good. Oh, you're clear through Alarka Junction. Okay. Here we go. We should be clean to Bryson. One. Let's switch. Alright. Off to the other end of the railroad, where 90 is still having to fill in. Unfortunate incident where I thought I AI'd a train that was in motion and I didn't, and it, well, you can see what happened to it. I'm sure we're still at 33%. Does Whittier, excuse me, does Whittier even still have repair parts? We do, but not enough. Which I've got some on order, they're just not here yet. They just shipped out at the start of this day. Alright, come on, select it. Where are you? Manual. Get you. Which set of cars is it? Oh, good, it's an easy set. I have two sets of log cars. One that just goes into. Why not I want to switch against night? Oh, because the last thing through Silva stayed on the main. There we go. That was a little spicy. Alright. And you're clear. Dillsboro, there we go. Alright, we'll deal with that one. 38 is at the fusee. Alright. Handbrake off for you, let me... but as I was saying, I keep the log cars in two groups. One that just goes into L2, because that was the original set I had. And one that goes in L1 and L3 that I added later. And this just keeps it on a nice rotation where I can... Is he wheel slipping? I don't think he's wheel slipping. Just keeps it on a nice rotation where I can send one set up. And grab that. Usually, yeah, I'm doing this backwards. Kinda. Pulpwood's got me all thrown off. Basically, I would bring a set down, swap them out, push the other ones back up, leave the train up there. It's all weird. But let's see. You're open. You're thrown to go up. You don't know why that one was backwards. I never use it. Okay. Yes. Flying over the Railroad Simulator 2024. Get rid of the fusee. Switches are normal. Okay. And then you go Silva, which we need to have it not there. Well, I've got more cars than I need. Alright, so 90 is passing Dillsboro. Once it passes, we're gonna go ahead and kick out the Alarka Junction Robinson Gap train. Oh wait, he's gotta stop at Dillsboro. Yeah, you stop at Dillsboro, right? Yes, okay. Yeah. He's gonna go to Dillsboro, so you, my friend, uh, orders, road forward, give it the beans, as Heist would say. Yes, hello, Uinta. Go ahead and get the Burke out of here. This is gonna be our train. Yeah, we have to stop at Wilmot, so easier. So the way I usually do things when I'm just playing for myself, I'll have to see if this makes good content, and adjust accordingly. But usually I get the interchange stuff up here and sort it out, send the passenger trains on their way, run these trains to their destinations, which this one drops off at Wilmot, drops off at Whittier, and ends at Bryson. Oh, and sorry, and drops at no, that drops off at Whittier with it. Okay, yeah, it goes to Bryson. Once I have those road trains home, then I run all the switching, and then run the passenger trains again as I run all the interchange cars back to Silva. So we're gonna get these on the road and then take care of that. Now I could start switching the paperboard and Dillsboro, but I need to get this train going, and I don't like letting the AI do the stops. Actually, you've got to stop it. Where is Wilmot Station in relation to the industries? Hmm. No, no, I don't want to hold him up all the way back here. Okay. Oh no, I don't. I don't stop at Wilmot. I go straight to Whittier. Duh. That's right. Instead of trying to work Wilmot with the road train, I um, drop that stuff off at Whittier, and then sorry, words are hard today. I drop that stuff off at Whittier, and then let the Whittier switcher run down to Wilmot and do that. Alright, so let's get Coltrane line through all the way to that place. I've got 90s departing. Governor's Island. Yep, alright. Coltrane is lined through to the west end of Bryson. Until passenger train passes. He's at Cochrane, so he's gonna be a little bit. Let's hop aboard. people like playing this in first person for content. I like being able to see a little better, so if it's a stay in third person, we'll probably just see here. Honestly, I could probably AI this and start switching. AI road. Full beans. Don't know how to use the brakes. Do I start paperboard or start linear? Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. 20 here needs to go down to Alarka Junction. Road forward all the way. And as soon as 238, let's pass this switch. We'll line him into the hole. That's how I run Alarka as far as freight. That first train will drop off the Alarka cars at Alarka Junction. Then the Alarka switcher comes down, brings anything for the interchange, picks up the new cars, takes them back up, spots them, gets the next set of interchange cars ready, and waits for the next day. Just to keep everything regular. Is if you know if you have days where you have cars, you have days where you don't, it gets confusing and you end up leaving cars all over the railroad and then they're in the way. So come on, 238. Hand that back down so we actually have some sound to listen to. I guess how long the train is. There it is. Okay. These things exciting. Let's. Wait, what? You all saw me open that switch, right? Or did I close the switch? Whatever. This is why we check the map to make sure our trains get where they're supposed to go. We'll just pop a fusee there. Have 10 shoved back. Eventually. Alright. In the meantime. Oh, I left 90 stuck at a switch. In the meantime. Paperboard madness. Yay. First thing we're gonna do. Let's go back in here and handle the pulpwood. Actually, no, we're not. Brakes on. See, this is still like only the second or third in-game day I've had the paperboard. So I'm still figuring out how I want to work all this. Okay, let's go back over here to the siding. The paperboard is certainly interesting. Um, Definitely a moneymaker, but also quite a pain. Mainly the fact that you have, like, okay, I get the tannery being exclusively over on this side here, but you've got paperboard tracks on this side. And I could get, okay, just the pulpwood being on the other side, but it's just, cause, let's see, is this tannery or is this, maybe that's tannery or paperboard, but like you got the coal track over here, like, it's just a pain to switch. Alright, 10. Okay, apparently 10 needs to pass the fusee. Which I'm going to regret leaving that fusee later when 10 stops and I don't realize it, and yeah, fun times. Alright, reverse. And be done with 10 for now. Alright, so first in line, S1 track, which is there. What I think I'm gonna do, and I'm probably gonna regret it, is I'm just gonna tote everything around. And just switch as I go, so by the end of it, I'll have gone from having an all new car train to an all exchange train. At least in theory, that's how it will work. Nope, wrong handbrake. There's the handbrake. So we're gonna kick this out this direction. And make sure that that one train doesn't overshoot Whittier. Okay, just at Wilmot. We're gonna keep the map up though so we can throw the switch into Whittier and not forget about it. Remember when I said I'd regret that fusee? I don't think I have a fusee on the end of track on L2. Let's see. Oh no, it's spotted. Alright. Oh yeah, remember I was gonna leave the map up. Oh, come on, you can handle that. You can do it. Come on, I have faith in you. Alright, you clear? Yes, you're clear. And make sure we're not gonna hit anyone in there. That. Alright. Two to go. I'm not a fan of these A and B tracks set up like here and um, that place. Appalachian Hardwoods. Um, yeah, that has a setup with a track that has an A and B, and I just don't like it. I don't think it's very realistic having to, like these are ready, but this isn't, and having to pull this out of the way because they may have stuff hooked up to this unloading it. So why are you gonna pull it out of the way to? I don't know. I guess in real life, um, it just wouldn't get served until it was ready. Um, I realize now that I have screwed up, but we're gonna go with it. I realize I have this car for the HD1 on here. You have a handbrake? No. Who has a handbrake? You have a handbrake. You have no brakes. And you have no brakes. There we go. Okay. Where's that the HD1? Yeah, that's the HD1. See what I mean about it? Annoying that some things are over in their own little world there. Because now I can't get that car off the end of my train until I go over there. Alright. Slam the brakes. Throw it in reverse. Start kicking. That's enough kicking. Ah, come on, it's clear. Right. Put the brakes on you. Kick these 3 back in. See, I should have the HD1 car on the end, but now I don't. But that's a problem for when I need to get that car out. Oh wait, hold on. I have screwed this all up. These cars are on the head end. Oh. Yeah, you all have probably been screaming in the comments about what on earth I'm doing, and well, it turns out I didn't even know what I was doing, so. Okay. Oh, you have S1, you have SP1. Even though that clearly says it's a different industry. I don't know. I just work here. Alright, so 90's made it to Wilma. And yes, I did have to be that basic and number my first decapod 90. Because who does it? I've been to Strasbourg, but never actually seen 90 run. Um, only been up there once, and they were running 475. They did briefly bring out 89 for the NRHS rail camp, but they didn't actually go into service for the day, so it doesn't count. Oh, I hope those didn't hit hard enough to hurt anything. Doesn't look like they did. Perfect. Throw that. Go ahead and start creeping back. And once those are spotted, we'll just let them roll all the way. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Ah, I didn't quite couple. Yeah, well. We got paid. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, been playing Railroader since the initial early access release back in December, I believe. Um, this is the save I've been running since then. Um, I mean, I have a sandbox world I use to test things in. I've got set up fully stocked with enough trains to run everything, but I haven't ever actually like really used it. This is the fruits of my labor for the last, what, it's been 6 months already? And yeah, quite proud of what I've built. Just remind me, there was something I realized I don't have yet, that I can't believe I don't have yet, that I need to get. 36, okay. Um, I don't know why I decided to shove back into this, because I don't mind the clueless guy running the choo-choo. This is the kind of stuff I do all the time. I just forget um, where I'm going. And yeah, I swear I don't do this in real life. Okay. Of course, to be fair, I'm usually not trying to provide engaging commentary while I'm doing it, so I guess you could say I'm a little distracted, but I'll get used to it. Or I won't. One of the two. Try this again. Where's our passenger trains? Oh, I know where 90 is. Usually I somehow manage to have something set wrong to where that train coming from Alarka doesn't actually make it into Bryson. Um, Even though it's a fresh day, I wouldn't doubt that I screwed something up. Um, but yeah, I mean, you see just how time consuming this game can get. I've been recording for 32 minutes and we've hardly done anything. Alright, break. Okay, good enough. And then again, for some reason, I was looking at the SP1 cars. So the cars that actually go in here. But yeah, so definitely not gonna make it through a full day on the railroad today. At least not this video. I'll probably play it all through today and just split it up to multiple videos. Um, but yeah, this has all been done mostly single player. I have had a couple of people join me a couple times, but um, I get tired of things getting binned all the time and have been on my own since then. Alright, knock your handbrake off when we bump in here. Dunk. And come on. Dunk. Alright. You've got handbrake. Oh, and of course the financial situation, if you didn't spot it earlier, where is it? We are in a good amount of debt. That's what we're working to pay off. But we're going to... Ooh, going that fast. We're going to wait to pay anything until after the next in-game day. Because something I actually learned from a video, I have no clue who to credit for this. video about the economic system in Railroader. But like so, it says 10% on the interest payment. Well, the first because it goes in 5 day cycles. Yeah, I should know that was gonna happen. It goes in 5 day cycles. The first, um, the first day of the cycle is where you actually have a 10% impact on your interest payment by borrowing and uh, oh, you know what I've done here? Well, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and then it decreases each day of the cycle. So these last couple days, you're really hurting yourself by paying, but you get more of a benefit from borrowing. So we're gonna wait. Come on, be nice. We're gonna wait. Just eat that 6,000 some payment, and then pay down a crap ton of this all at once. So let's see. Get up there. Break. U2 cars go in there. Good riddance. Wow, okay. I am on it today, folks. Really helps if you throw the switch. Try this again. Come on, uncouple. Alright. Switch this time. There we go. Now kick these. Alright, 238 has made it to Bryson. Go back and get this R1A car. Has just made it to Whittier. Alright. Now I gotta figure out if I want them to just meet at Bryson and hold the 238 there. Or if I'm gonna meet at Gov Island. Alright, you got handbrake, handbrake, handbrake. There. Yeah. Train tends to run a lot easier when you don't have a handbrake on. Oh, I did the thing again. And it really affected the roll of that car. I have this habit, I don't know how I do it. I go to like drop the throttle or the brake, one of the two, and end up throwing the reverser the other direction. So yeah, let's just go give him another little push. So I don't feel like waiting all week. 2751 stopped at a red board in Bryson. Alright, you are clear. You are gonna go up that track. I didn't do this on the usual track I do it on, but oh, whatever. Once I spot this, I've got to go over there and drop a fusee. Come on, come on. Spotted and in the clear. Alright, get out of here. Just kinda gotta take a while guess. Say there. Yes, I know there's a switch lined against you. I'm the one who lined it against you, ha. Okay. And yes, I need to get to Whittier and make that drop and get that train on its way. We do that here once I make this hook. Boop. Undo handbrake, tie the air. Where are we going? We're going to Whittier. Alright. Are we in? Flag. We are in. Drop that handbrake. Line the switch. That's lined. Alright. Yes, I know there's a switch lined against you. You've informed me of that already. Alright, you know what? We'll let you go. That's aggressive. Train's full. We'll let you go up to there. How about that? Stop at that red signal. Okay. I dropped the fusee at Alarka. I've got the train on the way. Now I just need to watch for making sure this guy goes in the hole here, or into the yard, and doesn't follow 90. I can probably wait until 90 says that it's arrived. Alright. Which Hoover is that? That is not the right train. Say that is not an 8 and 6. That is the mailbox Hoover. And, oh, looks like those cars finally unloaded over there. We'll get to them in a minute. Okay, let's see. Are they unloaded? those in. Alright. Wish cars would have tags like this in real life so you could see where they were going. Just for foaming purposes. Slam the brakes, bring it back. Actually, hold on. I'll leave him over there. So I can successfully pull off last minute decisions like that, but I can't successfully do planned moves. Where are you going? You're going to the HD1. Oh, these are the SP1. Okay. I'm with the program now. Time to do some sketchy shit. Do-da, do-da. Oh, but get away with it. Oh. Alright, come on. Just, come on. Go flying through an industry at Mach 7. Let's go. Yeah, the annoying part here is I've got to dig out this car with the head end. Don't like doing that. Oh, and I've also got these guys buried in here that I'll have to run back. And, oh yeah, fun times, fun times. I have an interchange car, 2 interchange cars in the middle of the train. Oh, I've planned this out beautifully. Come on. Leave that for a second. You have reached Hemingway. Wow, he's flying. You're still there. You've reached Ella. You're waiting at the signal before Ella. Yeah, everything's going beautifully. I need to take 10 and go dig out those logs at some point. Alright, knock the handbrake off. Get back out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like... Oh god. This is gonna be interesting once I finish with this car. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Do I want to back up to try to do the coal? Or do I want to offload some baggage here? I think I want to offload some baggage first. Alright, I'll get you spotted first. Who's up next on the back? SP1. Perfect. recently updated the chuff sounds in this game, and I still can't get over them. They're just so great, especially at low speeds. So I have one of the three trains that I work with. Sorry, I just heard something outside, distracted me. One of the three trains that I work with. I've done this very wrong. One of the three trains has a very, very distinct bark when it's under load. And yeah, I can't get enough of that. Like I will purposely like bog it down on the hill to just to be able to rip the throttle open and work it hard. And you can hear it from a good distance away. Like it's glorious. Alright. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Almost messed that up. Almost messed that up very badly. Oh, that caused damage, didn't it? Yeah. Oh well. Now, because I haven't thought things through, I gotta do one of two things. I've gotta either go run around the back of that and pull it back, or yeah, Shift R. Done a lot of this lately. Last night I was fortunate enough to be able to join Midland 1072 Productions in his community night. And at one point in that, someone, I forget how this happened, someone ended up sending a bunch of logs down from Connolly um, with no engine, just running a gravity train. And I finished up the train I was working with and was looking for something to do, and I see them just shift R-ing the log cars through East Whittier um, to get them back on the sawmill track. So even though it had no effect, I just jumped in for the meme and helped push them. So that was quite fun. If you don't watch Midland 1072 Productions, I highly recommend it. Um, he's not one for a ton of chaos in his train games all the time. He does certainly have his moments, but if you like the more relaxed, chill vibe, just run some trains and chat about things, Midland's your guy. If you want a little of that, but more chaos, I highly recommend Angry Ragtimer. No, I have no affiliation with either of those two. I just enjoy their content. Alright, who did I set a handbrake on here? You. Alright, you are staying. Okay. See, we're coming up on 55 minutes here. I'm probably going to finish switching the paperboard out and then make sure my road trains are where they need to be, and then call it for this episode. And then we'll pick up from there with the next one. familiar with that one. Seaboard Airline, B&O, Western Maryland. Don't know the GM&O. We're gonna make sure that you really got brakes set here, so we don't punt you out of being smart. There we go. Alright. Yay, more money. The C&O, that would be my home railroad. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I live, well, up until a few years ago, lived 90% of my life about 150 yards away, if that, from, about 100 yards away from the C&O main line Peninsula subdivision. So, lots of CSX in my history here. Definitely a fan of the C&O. I have yet to actually scratch that. I've seen one piece of C&O equipment in real life. Alright, so we have a bunch of interchange cars. Let's see how drop these out here with this one. Okay, you're just coming down from Gap Island. You have just come into there. Perfect. You stop. You're gonna go down there. You're gonna stop there. Oh, didn't get far enough. Come on, come on. And I do apologize for the lack of background music. I know a lot of creators who do railroading games like this usually have music in the back just to cover up the silence. I've yet to decide how I want to go about doing that. Because the only thing my mind can hear while I'm doing stuff like this is the former soundtrack of Railroads Online, made by Heist. But I don't know Heist well enough to just up and use his music, so I've got to figure out something that I would like to hear behind this as well. So, which of course the big downside there is not being able to have Smells Like Kenosha, but we'll get over it, or we won't. Yes, that's, I know I say that a lot. That is something that we say at work a lot. um, Dealing with multiple departments that disagree with each other. Yeah, well, they'll get over it, or they won't. Either way, we'll get paid. Yes, after we finish the paperboard and tannery, this guy's next run is to Dillsboro. Switch out Dillsboro and probably take the pulpwood to Whittier? I don't know. I don't have the full complement of engines yet, so some of these guys have to pull double duty if trains aren't ready in time. Alright, over here to the dumbest track in the paperboard. It's an industry track that could have made this a little bit of an extreme grade and hook that back in, but I just work here, what do I know? And I say that with complete irony. I have nothing to do with the development of Railroader. That's just another of those sayings we use at work. When we get ignored, well, we just work here, what do we know? Come on, come on. Handbrake. Hopefully I fit. I should fit. Come on, come on. Alright. We're not gonna fit back to the next switch, are we? That switches that 3 cars, and no. Not quite gonna make it. Oh, I need to figure out my crap with Market Junction here in a minute. I got 90 bearing down I hope that had no speed. Okay. Market Junction. Okay, you patiently waiting. Oh, I went too far. Okay. Did not have as many Robinson Gap cars as I usually do. Gonna stop you there. 50, 30, 26. Okay, you got the price. Forward with the beans. And I'm not dealing with this stuff today, so 90 can just go around. I'm lazy, so this is how I avoid having to run around the train in Robinson Gap. It's open, so you're gonna have a red signal. I'll be ready to tell you to pass it. Alright, you're gonna go up this track today. I'm feeling spunky like that. And we'll just shove these in. Guess we'll go into R2. Drop them. Looks like that should fit. Pass signal. Back down to Silva. Apply brake. Now we're gonna go. So why are you ready for interchange already? What? Oh my god. Oh. The fun never ends. I might pull that out on a later interchange run, but we're not doing that right now. Oh, am I gonna fit? Gonna fit? I fit. If I fits, I sits. Alright. back of anything. Okay. So yeah, we'll flip these. The paperboard, yeah, the paperboard pulpwood around. And then probably run these cars all the interchange and then call it an episode. Where are you? There you are. Curious what if this is supposed to be a tail track or what this is meant to be. Same with this over here. Almost looks like it was meant to be a second pulpwood track. But I am glad for this run around. It's a long run around, but it gives you, let's see, you can run around this track, you can run around this track, you can run around this track. Gives you some options for working this side at least. Now, if only we had a crossover right there. You have to go all the way out here. A crossover at this end would be nice. Or like I said, drop that down at like 4% and tie into the main. But it makes you think. But as I've proven, even thinking through your switching moves, you aren't guaranteed to get them right. Find this in paperboard cars. Make sure, yep, you've actually made it back into Robinson. Line 90 through. You might not actually make it. You're definitely not making it to Silva by the end of the episode. Speaking of that, oh, you've been sitting there the entire episode. Whittier. Close that switch. That's closed. Alright. Yeah, this track could totally be a little longer. I understand making you think through things, but like having this track hold 10 cars and this track be roughly the same length and only hold 8 cars is, I guess their goals are beyond my understanding. Make sure we weren't lined into the SP1 track there, that would be bad. Okay. And I don't have any air tire pins, so all I've got is independent brake. Cool. I'm glad the independents in this game are more effective than the real F1s I'm used to. And if we ever run light engines, which is very rare, they're pretty effective, but if there are any coaches behind them, and forget about it. Alright. Stop you there. These back. I don't like splitting up the cars, but we need to keep both woods flowing, so I guess we're gonna run everything else back to Connolly later in the day. I see those should be spotted. Come on, come on. Go ahead and throw that. Yep, there we go. Cause yeah, like yesterday, I ran 20 cars on pulpwood. paid for 18 of them. Alright. That was a nice paycheck for Robinson Gap. Oh, come on. Hey, now we have some braking. Just zip up to Robinson Gap real quick and make sure that all of those spotted. They did, barely. So let that off. Forward. We'll let you roll forward up to there. Alright, back to my train. Oh. Perhaps if I grab... Oh, it wasn't even clear to switch yet. Perhaps if I grab the other pulpwood cars. I need to go up to Connolly. There's my switch stand. Come on back. Oh, but we still got... Oh, you're still unloading. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait here for a bit. So we'll just leave those there. Get out of here. Now this has the potential to go wrong because of switch clearances. I can do it one of two ways. This way seems more fun, so we're gonna do this. We can always play Shift R Simulator. Alright, make sure we have no handbrake. There we go. Alright. What? What? How did you derail? At least he kept rolling. Yeah, I mean, did you take damage? Yeah, that's a first for me. Taking 3% damage and hitting it like 10 miles an hour or less and going in the dirt. What? What is that? some breaks here. That's probably enough breaks. Drag these over to interchange. Oh, these cards haven't gone off yet. I thought I already sent those cards off. Oh no, I sent one off as a test. That's right. See how much expensive they were. Sent one off, set for Whittier, I believe. That's where we have something being worked on. And then, yeah. Did I have the speed to go ahead and cut these loose? I think so. Maybe I'll make it. The things I do to avoid running around. Now, I've kicked and Dutch dropped so many times in this game, it's almost second nature. Alright, we're gonna leave those there and get our paycheck. There we go. $550. Alright, we're gonna leave that there for this episode. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.